Hello and welcome to the final chapter, or the final stage, of the main story of Case of the Golden Idol. We still have some DLC, but for now, we do reach the conclusion of the main story. Anyway, I'm Brain Stabbity, the stabbiest stab that ever stabbity'd, and with me I have Nweismuller. Please, say hi.
Hi there. I am just so excited to see this happen.
Alright, well let's hop into it. Stage 11. The slight delay in the peaceful march to the king's castle. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, so we have the scroll. The morning scroll. Before the noon. In the afternoon. And a summary. Okay. Oh, cool. Quick travel. Did we always have that and I just never noticed it and never clicked on it?
They specifically introduced it in this game for this one because a lot of it involves rechecking old evidence when you want to check on things.
Very good. So, let's hop in. Oh, that's just how you return. I'm like, what's in the sky?
Superman.
Yes, Comrade Lazarus. Oh, jeez.
You said they're commies.
They are not hiding the fact that these people are frickin' commies. Yes, Comrade Lazarus has not yet returned for several hours. Comrades Alistair and James have gone to find him. If they do not return, we will organize more search parties to find the lost. Okay. Melchester Castle. Blackfield Manor. Lover's Islet. Delwood Crossroads.
I actually really like this particular song, incidentally.
It is nice, yeah. Party Camp. Cloudsley Cabin. Oh. That's where Edmund Cloudsley disappeared to. Little Mermaid Inn.
And that's where David stole the idol.
Yes. And that's where everyone is camped right now. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Lazarus Hearst.
Oh, that's a bust.
Lazarus, you took 32 things from me. I demand you return them. If you refuse, I will make the story of your true origins known to the other party leaders. At 11:30 on May 15th. Oh boy. Why? Why do they use this reckoning? I know that's 10:30. I still hate it. At 10:30 on May 15th, meet me at the place the idol was stolen. Our Brotherhood and poor Willard...
Stolen from our Brotherhood, I guess.
I guess so. And poor Willard Wright met his death. Come alone and bring proof. Something personal of yours to give to the veiled woman. Tie your reply to the pigeon and release it from the cage. It will find me. Right, Edmund Cloudsley's notes. David Gorin, since his success at the Mermaid Inn has proven to be resourceful and discreet professional. Yeah. Not entirely loyal. Nicholas Maker, cowardly but dutiful, useful up to a limit. Alistair Cock, pompous and vain, but being a military man is ready to obey and ready to kill. JT, James Turner, greedy and hedonistic, requires constant material motivation to cooperate. Walter Keane. Ambitious and inventive, but treacherous as many smart people are. Alright. That's everything from the party camp. That is one ugly woman. Like, her face looks more like a cow than a person.
Well, also, that's not a woman.
Makes sense.
You actually take a look at the episode in the Little Mermaid Inn.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Was it 4? It was not 4. 3.
Look at the faces of the people downstairs.
Is that Maurice? That's Maurice.
He still has the Navajo blade.
Yep. There we go. That's where we would have confirmed it. The watch is ticking and shows 12:15 p.m. 1795, May 15. Capitol Route Morning Report. At 8, a newfangled insurrectionist carriage passed by. 8:30, an individual in the insurrectionist uniform passes by on new two-wheel contraption. At 10:15, 2 individuals in insurrectionist uniforms pass on horses. Okay, he is spying.
And that's why he's dressed up as a washerwoman.
Makes sense. Makes a ton of sense. He's keeping track. All right. Let's move on. Why are you not working, you worthless piece of garbage? I'm doing the same thing I saw Lazarus do during the Merit executions. Ah. Okay. So Lazarus is publicly taking stealing youth from people, but he is secretly then depositing that youth into others in order to keep the trigger. And Alistair is not aware of the fact that you need to alternate spells. You can't just use the increase spell all the time. You need to alternate increase and decrease.
Well, also, you notice the gem is no longer either blue or red here.
Oh, interesting. A slightly dented saber. Perhaps it's a fake idol, or perhaps it has finally reached its limit and is now broken. Yeah, so got the map from earlier, making sense of things here. Oh. A man in a helmet with numerous cuts on his body, not breathing. A slightly dented saber with some blood on it. Belchester Castle, Blackfields, Crow Towers, Woodshires. Port. Capital. I wonder, did he get into a fight with Alistair Cock and lose? Who knows? We'll need to see. Oh? Got ourselves a sniper here. Oh, I recognize that voice. It's you. Isn't it poetic that you have fallen for the same trap as you did all those years ago? Strawmen are your bane. An empty musket. But yeah. That is Dark Hand Steward. And let us go back. David Gorin is the one that was defeated by a
straw
scarecrow.
man.
By a straw man.
Yep. And we know who Darkhand Stewart is, right?
Yes, but I do need to go back. I know we know. Darkhand Stewart is Walter Keane. So this is Walter Keane. Basically,
Looking much older than he used to, because
much
32
older.
years.
Yes. And yeah, he shot David Goran. Damn you, cunning devil! Ah! You will find me in the place where we two first met. There we can talk. Empty pistol, loaded pistol. You got one shot off. A newly invented transportation device. Is that supposed to be a runner bike? I don't know what the proper term for it is, but it's like before people added gears and everything. You just had the two wheels, and you would run like in a Flintstones car, but it was a bike.
It's a bike of some description, basically.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is the cabin that Edmund Cloudsley was hiding out in. David Goran put up Walter Keane put up a straw man inside of there. David Goran...
You can actually look inside the cabin.
Yeah. There he is. A bullet lodged in the wall. A scarecrow with a hole through its head. White pigeon. I admit I may have treated you unjustly after our long cooperation. I will come alone, in peace, so we can discuss your compensation. Okay.
Well, Lazarus certainly didn't come in peace.
Certainly not. He sent David. Walter was sufficiently distrustful. Set up a straw man. David came in, shot the straw man, and then Walter shot him in the back. Simple enough.
Yep.
Would that be... Went to the cabin. Whatever. Dear husband, you are so brave, and you have been drinking since early this morning. But what will we do now? What if the evil government men find us? A heart. Become the pure flower that I know you can be for me. Edmund Cloudsley, 1788, January 5th. Dear Mary, I know where your unworthy mate is hiding you. Soon I will free you from his dirty paws and ship him to colonies, while you I will put on a pedestal of sweetest praise, and you will become my ideal wife. Edmund. Oh boy!
Also, note the date on that letter.
1795.
You know what year this is right now.
It is 1795, is it not?
Yes.
That means Edmund survived.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Uh-huh. Become the pure flower that I know you can be for me, Edmund Cloudsley. For you, I would fight a tiger and win, Peter Batley. From 1788, that we had back in the, the picture back in the dinner party. Mary, my uncle Edmund Cloudsley died in some robbery, and I am rich. Now your father will see me for the man that I am. Let's marry. Peter, 1788, December 10th. Interesting.
And apparently they did indeed marry, so...
They did. Worry not and continue the feast, wife. Nothing can stand in my way. I will kill our enemies wherever we go. An almost empty whiskey flask. A horse racing betting strip. He never stops betting. A small sword. I have some small but pressing business to attend to at the property of our late brother Sebastian, the previous Proud Beast Steward. Okay, so Sebastian was Proud Beast Steward. I will be back at the camp for our 10 o'clock strategy meeting as planned. Lazarus. A heavy seal of the Seven Seas Trading Company. Ship. Hey, it's the Little Mermaid. All those order rats sneaking around here. This is no good. I hope they will just blackmail me and bugger off. A large kitchen knife.
And he is once again making lemon zest.
Yes, he is. A partially peeled lemon. 1795, May 14th, Dandelion Room. Ada Baker, 2 night. Forget-me-not room. Walter Knott, 2 nights. And nonsense, I'm not an idiot. But real men like us could beat those order party ninnies, even without any weapons. Yeah. A hand of cards, a small sword. 2 Albion francs. But I heard rumors you lost a cannon while gambling. Hand of cards, 3 Albion francs. And yes, everyone has switched over to paper currency. A stiletto blade.
She still has... Those two still have the same blades they did back in the...
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And they still look the same.
Ish.
Ish.
Maybe a little. And heck, they're even sitting in the same seats.
Literally the same seat. So yeah, we had Annie Green and John Briege. However, obviously, Ash Blair / David is not the same. Is not
Ash
sitting
Blair
in the same.
got smoked.
Good one. Do you think they will... Oh.
Does she look familiar to you?
Yeah. Isn't she, Lucia Smith?
You want to check the dinner party?
She's literally on the head there. Oh, no. No, Lucia Smith is way too, yeah, that's Ada Baker.
Ada Baker, who was the agent for the Brotherhood.
Yep. You think they will try to kidnap the king? Me and my employer are getting out of this blasted country. A hand of cards. A simple small key. An embroiled handkerchief? Is that different from embroidered?
I think it's an alternate term for embroidered.
Okay.
Involving sticking the handkerchief in a pot and then heating up the water in the pot before you stitch stuff into it.
Okay, okay. I have instructed him to arrive at around 11:30. Most likely he will be in order
Most
party
likely.
uniform. I assume so. If he comes alone without any backup outside, approach him. If he gives you something that belonged to the one who escaped your tonic, you may proffer him the instruction slip I gave you. Conceal your face. He may recognize you. Okay. Now we do have that previous letter for 11:30. Instructed him to arrive around 11:30. Most likely he will be in order party uniform. If he comes alone without backup outside, approach him. If he gives you something that belonged to the one who escaped your tonic, if he gives you something that belonged to Edmund, you may proffer him the instruction slip I gave you. Conceal your face. He may recognize you. Okay, so that's how she got the handkerchief, because that is something that belonged to Edmund Cloudsley.
So, yes, that's how she got the embroiled handkerchief.
And a dagger. Oh, we have all the words, I guess. Oh, can't go upstairs. That's fine. Anyways, just checking that you're there.
No, I'm not here. I didn't hear a thing.
Okay, very good. Just making sure. Wouldn't want to accidentally let you hear anything. Alright, so yeah, here is Sebastian Cloudsley's old manor.
Looking familiar, but in slightly worse shape than when we last saw it.
Yes, definitely much worse. A pile of mangled and burned corpses. An empty cannon. I assume it's been fired. I think that's a safe deduction. Okay. Alright. So we have, I think we've gotten all the clues. We've gotten the, main things. Now we can get to work on solving. So I guess the first thing I want to see is the note. Alright. So, 32 years, which we already confirmed that was Walter Keane. Walter Keane
Yes.
lost 32 years, and let's double check why. He lost 32 years because he was flirting with different married women and wore ridiculous headgear and claimed he
lost 32. He lost 32 years because Lazarus believed that he had betrayed him at the ritual of ascendance. The actual charges are just
or just to get some of these 7 years to get punishment. Really, it was this and the expulsion and getting a bunch of years. Anyway, that was that. Let's get back to here. So yes, Walter is very unhappy that Lazarus took 32 years from him. I demand you return them. If you refuse, I will make the story of your true origins known to the other party leaders. So, at 10:30, meet me at the place where the idol was stolen. Get my notes. We can delete all the stuff we had previously. So, Walter tells Lazarus to meet at the Mermaid Inn, which is where it was stolen. Come alone. Come alone. Bring something personal to give to the veiled woman. Tie your reply to the pigeon and release it from the cage. Simple enough. So that is that. Edmund Cloudsley's, yeah. David Garan, since his success at the Mermaid Inn has proven to be resourceful and discreet professional. Good. Nicholas Maker, cowardly but dutiful, useful up to a limit. Ulster Cock, pompous and vain, but being a military man is ready to obey and ready to kill, which is exactly what he did to Augustus Valentine or whatever.
Yes, the moderate leader.
Yes. James Turner, greedy and hedonistic, requires constant material motivation to cooperate. Walter Keane, ambitious and inventive, but treacherous as many smart people are. And that's why he wanted to get rid of him. And our little map of the area. Yeah, I guess. Let me just double check. Come alone and bring proof, something personal of yours to give to the veiled woman. Now, we head back. Oh, yes, okay. So yeah, Alistair can't get the, maybe fake.
Is it just me or does the idol look sort of bent?
Or just broken. Idol. It does look kind of bent. But I think the idol always was bent. We really don't see the bottom of it usually. Maybe?
Go back to the Triumph of Order one. We get a pretty good... That's the one... The Triumph of Order, that's the one right before the last one. With the... And,
Oh yeah, no, it's straight. You're right. Straight, and the legs are at the back, yeah. I'm thinking that's a fake idol. Right. Yeah. Alistair can't get the maybe fake or just broken idol to work. Further along.
he's still bug-eyed.
Still bug-eyed. That doesn't make a difference. Now, if we go here, there is the dead party member heading towards the cabin. So let's add that to the list. Dead party member.
Well, we actually can't tell where he's headed. He's at a crossroads.
True. Dead party member at crossroads near cabin. We also know that any travel over to the Little Mermaid Inn from the camp will not be spotted there. Oh wait, here we go. I skipped over this guy. There we go. That is what I wanted to jot down first. Regime has to fall. It has taken everything from me.
Including his violin.
Including his violin, yes. Alright, capital report. ADM. Newfangled carriage passes by. 8:30. Individual on a two-wheel contraption passes by.
Going yabba dabba doo.
Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. They're the modern Stone Age family. Is it Bedrock or yeah? Or is it
It is
in
Bedrock,
the
I'm pretty sure.
town of Bedrock? Or is it Bedrock, town of Bedrock? One of those two. They're a page right out of history. Two individuals in uniforms pass on horses. Okay. So now I will head over to here. So the newfangled carriage passes by. Dash dash. Goes to Sebastian's Manor. Of course, it's no longer Sebastian's Manor. Manor. Seems like it is a defeat for the Order Party. Since those
The
guys
pile of mangled and burned corpses seems a little...
seems ordery to me. It's like
Yeah.
they decided to die in a nice row. So, lots of order.
And they never took their car away from here, so...
Pretty much. So, goes to Sebastian's Manor. Gets defeated at the manor. Corpse is burnt. Proto-tank left behind. I'm gonna call it a proto. Corpse is burnt, yeah.
Corpse is cannoned.
Corpse is cannoned, then burnt. Corpse is shot by cannon, then burnt. Proto-tank left behind. Okay. Now, next on the report is that one individual on a two-wheeled contraption went by. That would be David Gorin, who got tricked by a scarecrow again. Passes by. David Gorin off to make an ass out of you and me. No, excuse me. Off to make two asses and an 8. Off to assassinate Walter Keane.
Ass in 8.
Ass in 8, yes. Gets killed by Walter. Tricked by a scarecrow, or by a straw man, rather. Again. Good. So we have that bit of info. Next, we also have a report that 2 individuals in uniforms passed on horses. That is where things get slightly more troublesome.
We've seen 2 horses in this.
So Alistair has 1 horse, and the second horse is in the background over here. So
Whose is the second horse?
Second horse is Lazarus. Or not Lazarus. He has a letter from Lazarus, but it has the Seven Seas Trading Company, which is James Turner.
Yep.
2 individuals in uniforms pass on horses. Alistair Cock and James Turner. Right? Alistair is nearby, trying to figure... Oh, I just have it right here. Alistair is nearby, can't get the maybe fake or just broken idol to work. James Turner's horse is in the background of the islet. I guess that is the only body that's unaccounted for. So I'm thinking that that is James Turner at the crossroads, and that the horse running in the background is his horse and wherever it's running off to. That's the manor. And yeah, Peter Batley and Mary are chilling on the on an island in the river. Let me got that. Assume James Turner. So yes, dead party member at Crossroad. Assume that that is James Turner. Peter Batley and Mary are hiding on an islet in the river. EC is alive! Alive! Alive!
And it looks like these two got here by boat.
Ah, yes. Peter Batley and Mary hiding on an island in the river. Arrived by boat. Okay. Now, the ship. The ship in port is missing a cannon.
Didn't someone in the Little Mermaid say something about
losing a cannon? Yes, he did. The ship in port is missing a cannon. To Elise! Thank you for the raid! Welcome to Elise and followers! And Euphionia raided the stream on the Rumble side. Hello!
Hello there.
Hello, hello. And as always, Rumble folks, be sure to chat. Dual raid, thank you. To Elise and Euphonia raid, thank you all so much. Woo! Alright, the ship in port is missing a cannon. Chat! Yes, chat! Chat! Most likely... Chattable, thank you, Iron Dragon Dave. Most likely, the cannon in Sebastian. Hands up, woohoo! No, not pants down. Although anything goes, if you insist, I can take my pants off. This can be a pantsless stream.
Please don't.
The cannon in Sebastian's manor most likely came from the ship. And if we go back to the Little Mermaid, we have nonsense, but real men could beat those. Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
And the lady he was talking to said some...
Yes, I heard a rumor you lost a cannon while gambling. So I'm thinking, this John Briage might be like a captain of a ship, it seems. Or at least the master. Cursed. Iron Dragon Dave, you have no idea how cursed this game is. This is we've had it crash twice today. Once it took down my entire computer. The second time, just the game itself crashed. And the stream, no, not 2 streams ago, last stream that we did, also the game crashed and we lost progress and I needed to go back and redo a bunch of stages. On the bright side, I finally have my internet situation fixed. It was the Mocha adapters. On the downside, this game is cursed and crashing. So, ship in port is missing a cannon, most likely it came from the ship. John Briege lost the cannon in a wager. Anyway, Ada Baker try to kidnap the king. Yeah. Ada Baker, probably not relevant about the kidnapping the king. She's getting out of the country. She has a note. Oh yeah, there we go. There's another typo. Yeah, there's a lot of typos in this one. I just want to check. We had the instructions to look at fourth words previously. So I just want to see him, will, alone, you, he. Yeah, no. The old code doesn't seem to give anything, neither does firsts. I host if conceal. That doesn't tell us anything either. So we don't need to worry about that bit.
I host if conceal doesn't mean anything to you? Wow.
Okay. Ada Baker's instructions. He will arrive at 10:30.
Who gave her instructions?
I assumed that this would be Walter Keane giving her instructions. I guess one thing I do want to double check. We already double checked this, but I wanted to be sure. Yes, Walter Keane, Darkhand Steward. Walter Keane is the person who originally instructed Ada Baker to kill Edmund Cloudsley. As the note was signed, Darkhand Steward, and he is Darkhand Steward. Yeah. Let's go back to our thing and just finish with Ada's instructions. Ada Baker's instructions from Walter Keane. He will arrive at 10:30. And did I? Yeah, I did not. Okay. Arrive at 10:30. Likely in order uniform. Approach. If he's alone. If he gives you something belonging to Edmund, give him the instruction slip. She has EC's handkerchief, so he did get the instruction slip. All right.
And that's an interesting thing, isn't it, if you compare her note to the note that was sent to Lazarus that Lazarus has in the camp.
Yep. That is what I am pulling up here. All right. Did I... Yes. Walter tells Lazarus to meet at the Mermaid Inn, and I forgot to say at 10:30. Come alone, bring something personal to give to the veiled woman. Now that is the thing that I am slightly confused about. Let's see. Come alone and bring proof, something personal of yours to give to the veiled woman. Oh, 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 no, no.
That is the sound of sudden understanding.
That is the sound of sudden understanding. Darn it! Oh.
And we know the idol can restore youth.
The idol can restore youth. So that means that David Curran the entire time has been loyal to Edmund Cloudsley. The betrayal was somewhat faked. Yeah.
He ended up recruiting Walter Keane to aid him and then eventually backstabbed him.
Pretty much. Yeah. And yeah, he recruited Walter Keane probably to get into the to be able to get into the Brotherhood. Oh, this is... Yeah. Now, I should have made the conclusion here. I noticed that was inside of Edmund Cloudsley's notebook. I just assumed that when Walter and David got out of the cabin, they took it, and they were just continuing to use his notes.
There's one entry here, however, which strongly hints at it being Edmund. Look at David's entry.
Yep. Since his success at the Mermaid Inn has proven to be resourceful and discreet professional. Yes. Yep. That's the hint. That's the hint that Lazarus was Edmund all along.
Yep.
Okay. There we go.
I have a friend who, when doing this, as soon as he saw Lazarus' face, he said, "Is that Edmund?"
All right, now I guess I need to jump back. Yeah.
You don't get a great look at his... But yeah, that's Edmund, isn't it?
Sure is. Wrong one. Edmund. I guess. Lazarus. Yeah. Should have seen that. I was thinking about how weird his face looked. But I didn't decide to compare it to how weird his face looked. To be honest, it doesn't look all that weird here. But it looks super weird. Super weird here. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, with this mind-blowing revelation out of the way, we now get back here.
Hey, Fanboymus.
Hey, Fanboymus.
You just missed Stab's brain melting.
Yep. Brain successfully melted. I did not catch the twist in time. And yeah. Okay. Worry not, continue the feast. Anyway, we now have... So Mary is holding, multiple letters here. That the Getter Emperor shows up? No Getter Emperor.
The twist is that Lazarus Hearst, the aspiring dictator of Albion, is actually somebody we thought was dead for 7 years.
Yep. Okay. I know we're your unworthy mate. Yes. So, Lothar sold out the position of where Peter and Mary were hiding. Soon I will free you from his dirty paws and ship him to colonies, while you I will put on a pedestal of sweetest praise, and you will become my ideal wife. Ooh. Okay. So that is Edmund / Lazarus sending that letter.
And like right about now-ish.
Yeah. March 15th. And, do we have a date anywhere?
The newspaper.
March 13th. Okay. So that was sent 2 days after the events of this trial. Okay. Well, at least he wasn't a scientist from a biotech hidden civilization. No, but he was a bit of a scientist. You know, I'm a bit of a scientist myself.
He was experimenting with a device of unimaginable power and was very naughty with it.
You could perhaps even say that it had unlimited power! Or not. That's fine.
Well, does that mean his overconfidence was his weakness?
Your faith in your friends is yours.
Exactly.
Good. Give in to your aggressive feelings, boy. Alright. I admit I may have treated you unjustly after our long cooperation. I will come alone, in peace, so we can discuss your compensation. Okay.
Well, it was neither Lazarus nor in peace.
Yes.
So.
Anyway. Ada Baker's instructions from Walter Keane. He will arrive at 10:30 and order uniform. Approach if he's alone. If he gives you something belonging to Edmund, give him the instruction slip. Now, so Walter tells Lazarus to meet at the Mermaid Inn at 10:30. Come alone, bring something personal to give to the veiled woman. Tie your reply to the pigeon and release it from the cage. Okay?
So that's the pigeon reply.
That was the pigeon reply. And we do see that he has the pigeon. So the pigeon came back here. And we also know Lazarus Hearst. Oh. And he's Lazarus because he's back from the dead.
Yep.
And that is the cage that the pigeon was delivered in.
And he has a couple of vials of poison as well in his personal safe. And
And whatever those bags are, money perhaps? Who knows? Sidious and Cobra Commander won't stand each other. And whatever is inside of that.
That looks like that looks like something that's attached to one of their cars / proto tanks.
Yeah, maybe. I could see it. Alright, let's head back. So yeah. At least, with Lazarus, what happened? Lazarus / Edmund Cloudsley. Wait a second.
Well, we don't actually know what happened with Lazarus because it wasn't Lazarus who followed this trail.
Yeah. Alright. At 11:30 on May 15, so at 10:30, meet me at the Little Mermaid Inn. Come alone, bring proof, give it to the veiled woman. Okay. So, potentially Lazarus, potentially David, went to,
Well, who has the instruction slip?
You will find me in the place where we two first met. There we can talk. Okay. So yes, there we go. That is the instruction slip. Instruction slip. David. David has a slip saying to meet at cabin. All right. One thing else. Yes, Comrade Lazarus has not yet returned for several hours. Comrades Alistair and James have gone to find him. If they do not return, we will organize more search parties to find the lost. Okay. So now... Question with Lazarus. So he disappeared quite a bit earlier.
Well, I think we can narrow down by process of elimination what group that left he was with.
Well, there is only one,
Based on Maurice's notebook.
Yeah, based off of Maurice's notebook, there were only three groups that passed by him. There was the carriage, which ended up getting defeated at the manor. There was an individual on a bike, which we know is David Gran, and then two individuals in uniform on horses, which we know were Alistair and James Turner. If Lazarus was in the first group, he was basically in the assault on the manor. Actually, hang on, before I go to the manor. Yeah. If he was involved in the assault on Blackfield Manor, then he is quite possibly... Oops, not back. He is quite possibly one of these corpses. Maybe. Now the question is... Lots of bottles of wine. Right? They're drinking wine. Dear husband, you're so brave and been drinking since early this morning. Okay. Is that a cannon in someone's study? Yes, it most assuredly is. It is a cannon. Although it is a combination study and bedroom, that is in fact a bed. That is a ton of books, a desk, and yeah. Now, the hint is that we have gambling. Peter has been drinking since early in the morning.
Cannon was lost in gambling.
Cannon was lost in gambling. He's a gambler. Edmund Cloudsley probably went on some personal business. That personal business being getting rid of his nephew, so that he can be the one that marries Mary. However, Peter apparently seemed to be prepared for this. He had the cannon. He somehow exploded these folks. Lazarus slash Edmund. Since no one was left to bring the carriage back, we assume he got all of them.
And, you know, sometimes you want a noble hero, and sometimes you want a drunken idiot with a gambling problem to save the country from the dictatorial maniac.
Yep. And the reason they don't know where he is because he said he left on private business, because he doesn't really want to say that he's off to basically capture or kill his nephew, send him off to the colonies if he is captured, and steal his nephew's wife so he can marry her instead. And yeah, quite the character arc. Peter Batley goes from an absolute dick of a nephew with a gambling problem to being a heroic idiot with a gambling problem and inheriting two different people's great fortunes. Because he inherited from Rose Kubert, I believe. And then
from Edmund.
And from Edmund once he died. So, yeah. And
he got the girl.
He did get the girl.
And he fought a not quite tiger and won.
Half lion, half tiger. Anyway, it's March 15th. Now, I don't know, but yeah, she's keeping the diary. She slid it back there. Did she maybe let Peter know? Whatever.
Seems likely, honestly.
Most likely. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Early in the morning. My problem is, I'm pretty sure I know the story. All right.
Well,
hang on.
For the early morning thing, let's just take a look at possible verbs in the second.
Sure. I'll check the noun first, though. Early in the morning, person went to in castle. Okay, location. To the. So yeah, I'm thinking here, ideal wife. Early in the morning,
All right.
Lazarus Hurst went to the manor to
Kidnap Mary.
yeah, potentially to kidnap Mary. Would she
Batley.
be Batley since she's married? Because Lazarus Hurst wanted to have the ideal wife. Woo! Okay. So that is what happened in the morning. Right. Before noon. Individual 2-year. Alright. So that was what happened at 8 a.m. 8:30, individual on two-wheel contraption passes by. David Gorin off to assassinate Walter Keene. Gets killed by Walter, tricked by a straw man again. Okay.
But this looks like two people because
Yes. 2 people. So, I'm thinking 2 individuals before noon, Alistair Cock and James Turner, tried to find Lazarus Hurst. They found the golden idol at the... They started to fight over it. So the other comment I wanted to make, man in a helmet with numerous cuts on his body, not breathing, a slightly dented saber with some blood on it, versus a slightly dented saber. I think they traded sabers, or rather, Alistair left his saber
because
on James
Alistair
Turner's body and took.
he's a criminal mastermind who says they'll surely not suspect me if I just swap sabers.
Exactly. So yeah, that's that story. They found the golden idol. They found it at the manor. They went there. They discovered that Lazarus was dead, that everybody here was dead. Peter and Mary, once they killed Lazarus, went off and started drinking and partying basically from the morning, which is what Mary said. That Peter has been drinking since morning. So that means before noon, they don't have that bit, so he was there at the manor. Yay! Now, it's evening. In the afternoon, now we have the events that happened here.
Because David did a long roundabout going to the inn first, and then
He went first to the inn in the morning, which did get spotted. But yeah, he goes to the inn. At the inn, he gives Edmund Cloudsley's handkerchief to Ada Baker. Ada Baker gives him the instruction slip. The instruction slip says to meet at the cabin. Now, I mean, I guess this map isn't exactly to scale, but yeah,
he had a long roundabout and was on a bike rather than on horses, so he traveled a longer distance and probably was a little slower with that sort of bike.
Most likely, yes. And he gets the instructions to get there. So, in the afternoon, David Gorin went to the cabin to kill Walter Keene because Walter Keene tried to blackmail Lazarus Hurst to get back his lost years. Yes! Okay. Early in the morning, Peter Batley killed Lazarus Hurst at the manor. Before noon, we said Alistair Cock. Before noon, Alistair Cock killed James Turner at the crossroads. In the afternoon, Walter Keane killed David Garan at the cabin. Yes! 11th case solved! The slight delay in the peaceful something. The scroll has been
Peaceful
fulfilled.
march to the king's castle. I love that expression of "holy shit" on Lazarus's Edmund's face.
Yep. And also, Peter Batley going, Motherland!
While holding wine in one hand and touching off the cannon with another, with a red hot piece of explosive shot coming out. So,
beautiful. Beautiful. I love this scene. So yeah, that does explain why the idol was broken and bent. It took quite a pounding. Yeah. Before storming the king's castle with the order party, Lazarus Hurst led his men to Sebastian Cloudsley's old manor in order to kidnap his long-lost love, Mary Batley, née Richards, who was hiding there with her husband, Peter Batley. Upon entering the manor, Lazarus and his troops were confronted by a drunk Peter and the cannon he had won while gambling. Peter blew up Lazarus, breaking the idol, and then fled the scene with Mary. I love it. Drink, down with virtues. Hey, weren't you at the order party? Oh, no, I was never part of that ghastly organization. I can take this gilded brass trinket for scrap metal. You can have 3 sous for it and call yourself lucky. Alright. That was Maker, right?
Nicholas Maker, and then
Nicholas
there's
Maker,
Alistair
Lord.
Cock.
Yep, and Alistair Cox selling the scrap golden idol. Yeah. For 3 sous, whatever 3 sous is.
Not much.
Doesn't sound like much. Especially considering he thinks it's brass. Probably from all of the gunpowder residue on it.
And there's one more thing to do now.
Alright. Oh, there is a next. Okay, let's hit next. Epilogue. Is it a short one? Something we can do, or should we do a new episode for it?
It's short.
It's short. Let's go then. This is a long episode, but won't hurt to be a tiny bit longer. Okay. Yes, there they are. So yeah, that was Edmund rejuvenating himself. And them clearly making an oath. And you can see the jewel change color. Anyway. Okay, he stole life from some wino. Half-empty bottle of gin. Donate to a veteran who lost his leg in the noble defense of his homeland. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Witness the power of the idol in my hands, and swear loyalty to Lazarus Hurst. We will build the ideal society. Yep, and that is the command for, increase life.
Yep.
The Brotherhood of Masks. Only one thing is worse than imbeciles. Imbeciles with power. The rich and noble have a social club with mystical rituals and other hogwash, and are so stupid that they did not realize when they had some truly miraculous technology in their hands. However, they are influential and persistent, and have already caused a great deal of harm to me and my goals. Walter Keene has told me more about their organization and practices. If he tells the truth, and they are truly devoted to their religious entity of Griffin Reborn, I could gain some powerful allies for my next move. Order Party Manifesto. All citizens are equal. All citizens must serve society to the full extent of their abilities. Citizens must be evaluated according to how virtuous they are. A society with internal contradictions is unsustainable. Therefore, it must be led by the most virtuous citizen. The king should step down. The aristocracy must be abolished.
Also, talking about the contradictions of society, isn't there an ideology that did a lot of that?
Yeah. Virtuous citizens are better able to serve society. Therefore, virtuous citizens deserve to gain more time on this earth, and bad citizens deserve to lose time. This is unbelievable. My pure Mary is joined in matrimony with that clown Peter Batley. She must have done it out of grief for my death. Such a hasty decision goes against every principle of virtue. Therefore, I consider the marriage null and void. She will come to me once she learns I still live, but for now, my duties in the service of humanity take precedence. Wow, that dude is full of himself. And I thought Peter was full of himself when he was saying, "Uncle, she is too young for you, or you are too old for her," whatever he said. By the way, lend me 300 pounds.
Peter is just incredibly ballsy idiot.
Yeah.
Edmund is a brilliant psychopath.
High on his own farts, also.
Yes. You agree with me, he actually was pretty sharp, but a total psycho.
Yes. Society must be built on the principles of virtue. Only thus can it become truly great. Look at the Lemurians. Thousands of years ago, they had an empire on the banks of 7 seas. Their ancient technology continues to baffle modern science, but they became inert and decadent and forgot how to build and operate their machines. Their empire crumbled because it was built on pleasure-seeking, not virtue. It is by divine providence that I got my hands on a working ancient Lemurian artifact, the Golden Idol. I will use its powers to set humanity on the right path by building the ideal state. Yeah, someone's been reading a little too much Plato.
Yes, he has.
All right, Walter, I swear it. Yes! With these powers, I will do whatever is necessary to build a better world. All right, Brotherhood of Masks, Londonburg chapter. James Turner, Walter Keene, Chester Davy. Okay. So yeah, James...
Chester Davy was beaten up and tied outside the...
Yep, he was the Dark Hand Initiate. Angus McBain, Water Snake Master, the dude that fell to his death, and also the one that managed to
kill 3 other aspirants to the crown.
Pretty much, yep. And yeah, also, the first time we mentioned, I'm like, wait, McBain, I know McBain. It's from that movie. And then I Googled McBain, it's like, no, McBain's the Simpsons character. Okay, I guess McBain, the Simpsons character. But then I did a little bit more research, and yes, it was McBain that I was thinking about. Who's that? Your worst nightmare, butthorn. McBain! Yeah! And he jumps off a rafter.
Much like McBain did.
Yeah. Bulletproof, I think, is the movie. The review that I had of it is basically, it is an amazing, the first half of it is amazing and it should have stopped there. And the second half is a waste of time.
I see.
But yeah, I haven't seen it, but can't say no to a good meme. And also the insult of calling someone a butthorn. So yeah. And then we had
Jeffrey
Alistair.
Sinclair, who challenged Keen to a duel and got killed because Keen and Goran rigged the trial.
Yep. And then we have Nicholas Maker, the lawyer there. Alistair Cock, the Proud Beast Master. Yes, this is what I had in my notes previously, that Sebastian Cloudsley was, I only said Proud Beast brother, but turns out that he's Proud Beast steward. Yeah, he's deceased. And Willard Wright, also deceased. So yeah, Sebastian Cloudsley was part of the Brotherhood. He passed it off to Willard Wright, his associate. Nicholas Maker was his, was the attorney that settled the estate. Peter Batley wanted the idol, basically to sell it to pay off his gambling debts, because he was pissed that he got a book of aphorisms. But Willard Wright clearly already had some experience with the idol, and was able to spontaneously combust one of the goons that were hired.
Willard Wright had access to the research findings of Sebastian Cloudsley as the sacred fire-breathing relic, as they called it, of their order.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, that's that. Got that done. And David Garan. Yes, my lord. I swear my loyalty to you and will undertake whatever tasks are required of me. David, I thank you for dealing with all the challenges relating to my death, and for keeping an eye on our new ally. I do feel I have impressed him not only with the Golden Idol, but also with my vision of the ideal society. Come to our hideout on November 24th. We are ready for the next step.
And yeah, someone was huffing a little too much Republic there.
Yep. Alright. Oh hey, cool. Left the, Alright. Then... Okay,
clearly he stole the virtues.
Sebastian Cloudsley left the idol to the Brotherhood in his will, but then David Garan, on Edmund Cloudsley's orders, stole the idol and accidentally stabbed Willard Wright. The Brotherhood tasked Darkhand Steward was
Walter Keane.
Walter Keane. Just wanted to double check. Tasked Walter Keane to punish Edmund Cloudsley and recover the idol, but his attempts were fruitless. During one attempt...
Okay, that's where we see her whack him with the fireplace shovel.
Yep. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. During one attempt, Walter Keane was captured, and Edmund Cloudsley convinced him to join his side. Edmund Cloudsley used the idol to make himself young and infiltrated the Brotherhood under the new identity of Lazarus Hurst. Then he claimed to be Griffin Reborn and transformed the Brotherhood into the Order Party. Brotherhood Masters, James Turner and Alistair Cock, because Angus McBain is dead.
Yeah! Sorry, I had to.
James Turner and Alistair Cock helped
Edmund Cloudsley.
Okay. It won't accept Lazarus Hurst?
I think it will, but I think it's more satisfying to say helped Edmund seize power in the
country and enforce the rule of virtues by taking youth away from common people and giving it to the Order Party members. Wow, very communistic. Right before...
And you see the dictator and the king facing down against each other with their troops behind them.
Yep. Right before the final showdown with the uncooperative king, Edmund Cloudsley wanted to kidnap Mary Batley, but was shot by Peter Batley, and the idol was broken.
And the virtues was broken?
Thank you for playing. Thank you for being an amazing game. Honestly,
wasn't that great?
That was an amazing, amazing game. I loved it. Aside from the crashing sucked. Everything else about the game, truly amazing. And also, yeah, I do want to say I am thankful that you did ask me to play chapters 1, 2, and 3, or stages 1, 2, and 3 all in a single episode. Because, yeah, 1 and 2 were definitely very tutorial, and 3 is where we finally actually started to get into the interesting story. So, yeah. That was fun. Also, I do want to check one thing. Tobacco cat. Right, it was on their persons. Expedition to Monkey Paw Island. 1/3 of all. What's the map? 1/3. Alright, so yeah. Whoever Oberon Geller was. Never mind. Thought there might have been a bit more info there, but there was not. So yeah.
We'll actually learn more about Oberon Geller.
Interesting. Yeah, I was hoping there might have been a tiny bit more information about Lemuria. But yeah, I guess not. Nonetheless, we have completed the case of the Golden Idol, but there are still...
Incidentally, does that face in the Lemurian vampire look familiar?
Possibly. Yes.
Take a look at Albert Cloudsley and
Was that Albert? That was in fact Albert. Yes, it is. That is Albert Cloudsley. Very nice. Very nice. Well, we will learn more about him in 3 more episodes, or on the 4th episode after this one. Because there are... First, we'll be dealing with the Spider of Lanka, and only then will we proceed to the Lemurian Vampire, as we will be doing the DLCs in order. But yeah.
You absolutely should do them in order, incidentally.
As it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, we are not done yet, but I'm very much enjoyed the game. This was amazing. Totally worth it. Totally worth playing. Obviously, my advice to play it is kind of useless after the fact, just like Chants of Sonar. This is one of those games that you really want to play yourself first before watching anyone else play it. But yeah, that's that. Next time we'll move on to the DLCs. Only 2 episodes this stream, but oh well. Anyway, VOD folks, please like, follow, subscribe, check me out on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, and Kick. Free money in the description as always, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye-bye.